I love the independence of it. I think Margin's one of the best shows. We never skip it.
Margin's essential for me as a buyer.
Without that show, I think there would be a real hole in the season's calendar.
It's always been important for us. It's got a good history of finding small niche brands there.
It attracts the small, very exciting, interesting designers that we like to stock here.
Every time we go to Margin, we're still finding things that we would never have heard of before.
There's always a lot of very different stuff there, so also it's just a complete off-centre kind of show.
It's the smaller brands. It's the small, a lot of time it's the start-up brands as well that are there. You're just not going to see them anywhere else.
No, that's why you go to the shows, to find a new brand, and you're excited again about finding this new brand. It's very important to have such shows.
I think it's really important for a small show that showcases independent brands.
They're all independent brands, everyone's really passionate about what they're selling.
Trying to find those kind of key independent brands. There's not many places you can find those.
Every year there's always new, exciting designers showcasing their work.
For a new aspiring label, you've got to be so cautious of the figures. So I think for some of the ones that we see, it's a really good platform.
They've gone to Margin first, actually shows they're actually serious about it.
It's been going a long time, it's picked up a really good base of buyers.
They've made the effort to kind of put themselves in front of shops.
In the UK there's not that many kind of really strong shows. I think Margin's one that's got just a real core kind of thing based around the smaller aspiring brands rather than trying to push the high street names that everyone's already seen before.
Because the designers are so young and so fresh, and with that naivety comes creativity.
Margin is like a boutique show, and the bigger ones are often more like the high street.
I will try and fit Margin in first.
I go to the major shows, and it's quite rare to pick up something that you haven't already heard of already or got to already, whereas Margin, you've got lots of smaller brands offering something a little bit different.
We will go around bread and butter, these massive trade shows and Pure and all the rest of it, which are interesting, but we can almost guarantee that we're going to find somebody who we want to stock here at Margin.
It just feels like there's less pressure for everyone involved for a start. I mean, I'm happier to go there.
There are some shows that I hate going to. Margin is never one that I hate going to. And more than anything, because I love the CD you get every season.
You always play brilliant music. Actually, playing in the background is some of your fabulous tunes, because you always get a nice CD compilation when you visit.
And it's just so nice to have them all in one room, with different things, and every season it all changes. So for us, the variety.
It is more intimate.
I really like it because it's really quirky and small.
It somehow feels more intimate as well.
You can actually see everything, you don't miss anything.
Intimate feel, are very independent.
A lot of the time you're actually speaking to the designer.
You are able to chat to the designers.
To actually be able to meet the designers rather than agents.
About what they do, about their inspiration.
It's great to sort of get that face-to-face with some of them like that.
They love what they do, they have real passion for what they're doing.
It's a nice atmosphere.
It's real nice, good feel to it.
A really nice friendly atmosphere.
We've always found something at Margin.
It's an absolute must for us. I don't think we've been to a Margin and not found something that we wanted to stock.
Quite often, some of those really young designers end up being our best sellers.
You won't see stuff that you're going to see anywhere else in pretty much Margin. It's guaranteed to see something new.
Without us having a vehicle for us to go and see them, we couldn't go and see each one individually, and we probably wouldn't even know that they existed. But Margin is so important at bringing them all together under one roof.
It's a great little show.
It's exciting.
I love the show.
It's one of the most important shows.